What is going on, dude? So, I guess today or whatever, I'm just gonna talk about a couple of cards I really like. Um, I'm not really gonna start with that one. I don't really know which one I want to start with. I guess I'll start with probably one of my favorite cards. Um, and it's I think it's Wind. I don't think it's Wind. It's either Wind of the Sea or Wind from the Sea. I think it's Wind of the Sea, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember currently. But this is probably my favorite crystal. Um, I think the card is just way better in Japanese. I have the English variant as well, but I'm not really gonna get it out for today. This card, I mean, I don't really need to say much else about it. Pretty much, it kind of just speaks for itself. Put the others aside. This card, the holo on this card is, I mean, absolutely stunning. Um, with the Japanese crystals, the border or like the inside is a little bit darker for some reason, and I really think that that really makes them pop. I know we hear that phrase a lot because a lot of Pokemon cards, like a lot of holos, like they contrast, so they pop out. But yeah, this is easily my favorite crystal. I just think the texture, the sea texture is just so good. It also reminds me of the movie. I think it's Pokemon 2000 where Lugia comes out of the sea. Um, so yeah, I actually prefer Ho-Oh over Lugia, and I'm definitely in the minority when it comes to that. Um, but they're both stunning cards. Crystal Ho-Oh as well in Japanese. I do not yet have that, so hopefully soon. But yeah, overall, this card amazing. The back, I got this a while ago. I think I got this for like it was honestly kind of expensive now that I think about it. I think I got it for like 700 bucks or something. A while ago, a couple years ago. Um, I could do with a better copy, but I'm really happy with this one thus far. That looks really, really good. So yeah. Also, with the Japanese, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am wrong. The Japanese holo actually goes over the artwork as opposed to also being behind, and I think that's something that only the Japanese cards do, which is always so quirky. But I mean, I love that because it just means there's more sparkle. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, I absolutely love this card, man. So yeah, that's Crystal Lugia right there. I think it's Wind from the Sea, honestly. I really want to search it, but I can't search it right now. I think it's Wind from the Sea because there's town on the map, and of course, Wind from the Sea. This card, it's funny because I actually don't particularly like this card that much. I know it's a fan favorite for a lot of people. Um, it's not actually, I'm actually not the biggest fan of it. It's actually not even probably my top five, maybe even like top six gold stars. Um, but the reason I like this card is because it reminds me of this one person. They're pretty short, and we call it like I call it Boss Pikachu at least, because Pikachu is like being an absolute boss, and it reminds me of them because like they're kind of small, but they're also like a super boss. So whenever I see this card, I always think of them. Um, they're short, just like Pikachu and whatnot. So yeah, this card always reminds me of them. They're a boss too. And it kind of looks like Pikachu's ready to like take on the world. And I know that person also plans to take on the world. So this card always reminds me of them. It's pretty clean. I got it in a trade. I think I gave like a crystal Kabutops and like some cash on top. I can't even remember. I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, it's not even one of my favorite cards, but somehow it's managed to definitely become a very special card. Um, yeah, I always think of that person. So, Gold Star Pikachu. This, funnily enough, is not one of my favorite Gold Stars at all in English. But then in Japanese, it instantly becomes one of my favorite Gold Stars. And obviously, we have Torchic Gold Star. I don't think I have any swirls on this one, which is unfortunate. I don't think I have any swirls on this one, which is a little unfortunate, but it's okay because I just love this card. It's funny because I like Torchic, I don't like Combuskin, and I do like Blaziken. Um, but yeah, shiny Torchic, very cool. I really like how the background is blue. It makes the yellow and the orange pop out, which is a really good choice. I think the background is still blue in the English version, but I haven't seen the English version in a while. I definitely think it is blue though. I just think as always with gold stars, the silver border just makes everything just 5 times better, 10 times better. I think the silver border in just general, it reminds me of I guess like the EX era. I mean, this literally is EX era, but like I don't know. It reminds me of like World Championship cards and just like EX eras have like EX cards that have silver borders, even though the borders are holographic. But I just think it's far more accentuating. It just looks really nice. Even though the yellow border is obviously what we know, like like with Pikachu and such. I just think like the silver border with a hollow, it's just it's so much better. I do not have the Mudkip, and I do not have the dude, I can't even freaking think. Trico. Because Trico translates to Kimori in Japanese. And Mudkip translates to like Mizugaru or something, or Mizugaru. I don't 100% know, but I know it's like Mizu something. I really cannot wait to finish the trio. They'll look really good together. They're noticeably cheaper than their English counterparts. The Torchic and the Mudkip, very, very expensive. But yeah, I really, really love this card. I just think it pops out way more than the English. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be saying that a lot because the fact is, Japanese cards do pop out a lot more than the English. They just do. They have better textures. So yeah, absolutely love that card. Then we get on another gold star. Funnily enough, another fire type gold star. I didn't even catch on to that. Another fire type gold star. This is the Flareon, 30,000 points. Is it 30,000? Yeah, it is 30,000. It is. 30,000 points. And this is probably I want to say, yeah, I want to say second favorite artwork out of all the evolution gold stars. I really kind of just like the pose that the Flareon has. I kind of like how dynamic it is. My first is the Espeon, but my second is definitely the Flareon. I really just like the like leg crossed over. I kind of like how it's facing the left. I really like the tail too. Like how the tail is really, really like it's not left out. I really like that. This is the back. I think I can't remember. I can't remember how much I got this for. I broke it out of a PSA 8. So, I would hope the condition to be that of a PSA 8 given I broke it out. And I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with it. It needs a new penny sleeve though. Definitely get one of those with the little card. It's got a little dent right there and whatnot. Somewhere. I just saw it. I literally just saw it. Or maybe that was my sleeve actually. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. Definitely has a dent. Like hard to see. But it's by the P. Yeah, there we go. Very subtle. Very, very subtle. It's there. Yeah, very subtle. Wait, unless dude, am I tripping? Wait. Maybe it doesn't have a dent. Maybe it's just this sleeve and it because it did get a PSA 8. I think I might have got lucky and it actually doesn't have a dent because I mean obviously when it gets a dent it gets a 6 like capped. um I think it doesn't have a dent. I think I think it might have just been my, oh wait, no, it is my sleeve because I can see it. I can see, yeah, it is my sleeve, dude. Lucky me. Lucky, lucky me. How fortunate. Yeah, it doesn't have a dent. Thank goodness about that. I mean, even if it did, I wouldn't mind, but very nice. Very, very nice. Doesn't have a dent. Very glad about that. Definitely need to get a new sleeve, so I don't think it has a freaking dent. LOL. So yeah, torch it. This card. We've got base set Venusaur. Funnily enough, I actually don't particularly. I mean, I like it, obviously. I grew up with it. But I prefer the Comet holo pattern over the Star holo pattern. Like, no brainer. Because I mean, you can't get swirls in the Star pattern, but you can get them in the Comet pattern, obviously. Um I pulled out this card because this was the first edition. This was the first edition Big Three card that I got, and I think I won it in a bid. And I remember like winning this card, and like I was like so stoked. I was like, dude, like I couldn't believe it because it had like I remember it had like 40 bids and whatnot. It had like 40 bids, like I think it was like pushing 50. It was like 48 or something, and I really had to like fight tooth and nail to get it. So that's a memory I have associated with this card. Is the top a little damaged? Yeah, it is a little bit, but it's no big deal. It's all good. Yeah. I don't know. Over the years, I've kind of come to appreciate this card a little more. I know obviously there's a lot. I feel like Bulbasaur has way more fans than Venusaur, which would make sense. It's the like even though Venusaur is a starter Pokemon, like I guess you can say Bulbasaur is a lot cuter, but over the years I've really come to appreciate the the vegetable bear or whatever the heck you want to call him, I guess, tortoise, bear, whatever it is, you know. I've come to appreciate this artwork in this card a lot more. I used to not as be interested in it, but I've really come to like it, especially since I literally had to fight so hard to get it. So yeah, really I really like this card. I really really like this card. You know, it's clean too. I really had to fight for this one. I'm really happy about that. And last but not least, we have a fan favorite. Funnily enough, I'm actually not the biggest fan of Legendary Collection in general. I know I keep saying that about so many of my cards, but like, you know, like obviously I love this card, but it's like there are some cards I absolutely adore, and there are some sets where like, I'm not the absolute biggest fan. But obviously, this is the star of the Legendary Collection. I did not purchase this card. She purchased this card, the other person who owns this collection, and she's a big fan of this card. She got it quite impulsively, and it took me by surprise. But that's what I think about when I see this card. It's obviously, as you can see, it's in a BGS sleeve because it was graded, and obviously it is broken out. I think it was a BGS 8, so that would reflect in the condition, as we can see. Looks really good. Really happy about that. I will not take it out of this penny sleeve. I mean, it's not even a penny sleeve, but I really like these sleeves because like it's a sleeve and you can still feel the card. You can still get that same that same feeling of like holding a card as a kid, while it's protected and whatnot. So I really like these. Um, but yeah, the condition is great. I don't actually know if there's like variation within the holo patterns or if the holo patterns are just always the same every time. I actually don't really know too much about Legendary Collection. I know there's over 150 like firework holos, I think. Or at least 150 holos. I don't know about firework holos, but I know there's a lot of firework holos. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Um, so I mean, like pulling this card, like, is probably just ridiculous. So that's something. But yeah, the card looks great. I don't know too much trivia about this card in particular. Um, but overall, it looks great. I really used to not be too big of a fan when it came to the firework holo. I kind of think it's a little too hectic. I feel like people either love it or they hate it, and most people love it. I don't hate it, but I think it's a little hard for me to concentrate because I want to look at the art in the middle, but then the holo is the card itself, so it's a little different. I still like it, and it reminds me of that person, especially as she bought it. So yeah, so I took out this card today to talk about it. Funnily enough, a friend of mine gave me this device, and I have actually hardly even used it. It's kind of cool. I don't particularly know like how to use it. I mean, I do. It's literally a magnifying glass, but it's pretty cool. It's got some cool features. It has a light built in, which is really awesome. And it lets you see the card on a very dude. Let me if I can just see, which I think is fucking awesome that it does that. If I like move it in, so you can really see the card on like a fiber level, which is absolutely awesome. And then for the back and whatnot, and then it also has a blue light filter for whitening, which is really cool. So if I want to see it, dude, it's kind of tricky because I have it elevated and stuff. But if I want to see like if there's whitening or any tampering as well, since it's UV, you see like see like there, like I can see if it will. I don't know how I got it to focus. To be fair, I don't even know how I did that. Let me see if I can figure out how I just did that. I mean, I didn't actually do anything. Kind of just did it of its own accord. But let me see if I can get it to do that again. Because that was pretty. Oh, there we go. So yeah, very cool blue light filter. You can see, like it's there. I don't want to put too much pressure on the card. You're gonna focus. I don't know how I did it. It just like does it sometimes. Just does it sometimes. But I mean, it's really cool. Very cool. I need to honestly clean the lens. I've hardly used it, so I don't even know how the lens is like dusty. If I can give it a little bit of a clean, a mild one. Yeah, you can see with the, it still won't focus. Sometimes it focuses and sometimes it doesn't. But it's very cool. I think if I like Like bring the camera down, bring it down like, oh sugar. Yeah, like, oh fuck, how do I do this, dude? I think I might be in a little bit of an awkward spot. I don't know, kind of awkward. But I can like, yeah, I can like see. And it's kind of funny because I don't really do any of this stuff. I mean, obviously I do care about condition and whatnot. Um, but it was just a gift from a friend. It was a gift from a friend, Fires. So thank you, Mr. Fires. Uh, you know, he likes to be referred as my brother, so thank you, brother. Um, yeah, very nice. It's very useful. Very useful for just, you know, seeing, you know, flaws and stuff. If you're an absolute perfectionist and whatnot, which I'm not, but I still think it's cool to, you know, be able to like look at a card on like a fiber level. You know, I can literally see like the fibers of like card, which I think is really cool. You know, it's kind of funny like seeing a card like, oops, yeah, it's kind of funny seeing a card like so like zoomed in. Let me see if I can. Let me do that, and then wait, that's too dark. Let me turn this on. Where's it at? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's kind of. I guess it's just like far too. I think my, yeah, I think it's like reflecting off the freaking uh lens, which is not great. I don't know, kind of awkward camera wise. But yeah, kind of just funny seeing that, you know, seeing the hall and whatnot. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Very cool. Yeah, I feel like I've never seen a card like this close up before. You know, I wonder if I can see the Ivysaur. Ivysaur in focus. Holy smokes! There we go. You know, really cool. Very cool. I think I figured out how to get it to focus. I don't know. I'm gonna do the Lugia. I love that card. Yeah, I figured out how to get it to. Oh yeah, I figured it out. I gotta just give it a little wiggle, and then it does it. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I gave it a wiggle and it wasn't focusing, so maybe it won't focus anymore. But oh, holy swirl! That is a crazy swirl. That looks like a freaking vortex, dude. I get the head to swirl. I mean, the head to focus. Yes, no. Is that focused? I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know. But it is really cool. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Oh, I gotta like. Dude, it's so bright. Like, it's actually so bright that I don't even think I can, like. At least on the bottom half of the card, I can't even, like, capture it. Because it's generally just so bright. Which is kind of funny. So I think it works better for darker cards. Or maybe cards that don't have. At least, like with my camera right now thus far. These very bright surfaces seem to like be difficult to catch. You know, big old cheeks there, little face. Very funny. But yeah, those were some of cards that are in our collection. You know, we got, just to conclude, Gold Star Pikachu from Hold On Phantoms. Crystal Lugia from Wind from the Sea. We've got Gold Star Chick Japanese from Team Rocket Returns, or Rocket Gang Strikes Back in Japanese. We've got Play Promo Flareon, 30,000 points from the Players Pokemon Players Club. We've got a base set Venusaur, first edition, and we've got a legendary collection Charizard. So yeah, I don't know. If you care about cards, or you just like looking at cards, then I hope you enjoyed. Take care.